So, welcome back. This is Rock Seven Heart, the Rock Seven Heart channel, and if you've made it through the first video of today's recordings, great. This one, I gotta react. After watching The Mandalorian, after watching today's episode of The Mandalorian, called, what was it? It's season 2, episode 6, what was it? The Tragedy. For me, I've been predicting this all along. I've been saying this all along. Season 2. Spoiler alert. If you're still watching this, plug your ears. Spoiler alert. Grogu gets captured by Moff Gideon. I think we all knew it was coming. I've been saying it's happening in this season. I was thinking it'd be more of a last episode thing, and that Mando is going to have to run around and collect all his team of people that he's been making rounds with throughout the 2 seasons, get his best people on the job, maybe Ahsoka back on the job, go rescue the child. That's what I've been saying. It's kind of like a little Avengers assembly to go get the child from Moff Gideon and friends. So that's what I've been predicting, and this episode made it happen. And that's sad, but come on now. That's the drama we all been waiting for. You can't expect this series to go the way it's been going without having the child captured again. You got to go on the rescue mission. Things have been going too smooth, if you can say smooth. Every episode's had Mando getting his butt kicked. But you know what? Too smooth. He's had to go on. It's time for the rescue mission. Gotta leave us with that cliffhanger for season 3, right? Hell yeah. Which, like I said, I kind of find it weird that they went ahead with this 2 episodes prior to the end of the season for like the usual cliffhanger. So they're not leaving us with that cliffhanger, but we get Boba Fett. We get Boba Fett and the child captured by Moff Gideon. Boba Fett, how cool is that? I mean, everybody's been waiting for Boba Fett to come into play for a while. They set it up, and for me, I've never been a big Boba Fett fan. I'm sorry. I know there's all you people out there that love the character of Boba Fett and have always loved the character of Boba Fett since like the 70s or whatever, when this shit originally came out. Love Boba Fett. All the Boba Fett figures sold, all that stuff. They didn't really give us a lot of backstory. Maybe it was coming from the novels and the maybe the video games and the comic books and things like that, the extended universe, because this I never got it. I never really understood why Boba Fett was such a popular character. Yeah, I get maybe because he was one of the bounty hunters. He's a cooler looking bounty hunter, and he's the one who happened to catch Han Solo, that kind of thing. But they really, in canon, in the films, didn't really go deep into that when they could have. They could have given us a little bit more of that instead of some of the stuff they gave us. So I don't know. I was never a huge fan, but I was hopeful, especially when he's been kind of hinted at in this series, The Mandalorian. I was hopeful for his character. I've been predicting that too, and I unfortunately have not said that in a video because I've only just started doing some of these content on Star Wars. Mainly because I got the idea to turn my van into a Star Wars ship, so to speak. So the fact that Boba Fett came back, but not as expected. He turned face. He's not the heel character anymore. He's a good guy. He's helping Mando. Spoiler alert. Sorry. Like I said, if you're watching this video and you haven't watched it already, I did give a spoiler warning. Maybe I should have. I'll put it in the title too. So anyway, Boba Fett returns and not as expected as the bad guy. Helps Mando. And all he wanted in return was his armor back. That makes sense. Mando was a little reluctant to give it up. Din Djarin, sorry. Little reluctant to give it up due to the creed and all that stuff. Excuse me. How professional of me. So, now they're teamed up. Now they're teamed up in duty to go rescue the child. How badass is that? This is starting to make me understand and like Boba Fett a little bit. I like this character turn. It kind of reminds me of like the Terminator, how the first Terminator was the bad guy, and the second Terminator movie, he was, the T-800 was the good guy. It's kind of like that kind of twist for me. Boba Fett, I think, actually does make a good crossover to good guy turn. A good character for that. I don't like too many of these flip-floppy characters where they go from good guy to bad guy. I was not a fan of Anakin's full arc turnaround back to, being from Darth Vader back to Anakin at the end. I understand there's a lot of that, and I should go into a whole video on that. But yeah, I just wasn't a fan of Darth Vader's full turnaround. I liked the evil Darth Vader, the one that was a terror to the galaxy. That was where I like it. But with Boba Fett making his turn, he's one of the characters I don't mind the turn because I didn't really care for his character as a bad guy. And I do like these Mandalorian bounty hunter type characters as good guys. I like how they're kind of your more heroic type characters that are not force wielding or whatnot. I like that. I do like the bad guy bounty hunter thing too, but I think the Mandalorian style bounty hunters should definitely have like that creed, an honor system, doing the bounty hunting thing for the sake of good rather than just being mercenaries and collecting money and all that stuff. I like that. I think that's pretty cool. And I really like the story arc they're taking this with Mando right now. He's showing heart, showing feeling towards the child. The end of last episode with Ahsoka sitting there on his ship trying to say his goodbyes. They started this episode out where he was kind of bumming out that he's got to turn in Grogu to a Jedi once he gets to the Seeing Stone and all that. So he was preparing himself and Grogu for that eventuality, and I just don't see it happen. I do like the fact that he's kind of taking it to himself to train Grogu, which is like unheard of. You shouldn't have a non-Jedi training a Jedi. It doesn't make any sense. But to me, it makes perfect sense in this series, especially if they are eventually going to have Grogu maybe go more towards the dark side for a little bit and have to have maybe Mando pull him back. That could be season 3 or 4 or whatever, or even further down the timeline, years from now, if they carry this character as maybe a potential threat years from now. I don't know. So personally, I like Grogu as a child. I hope they don't age him too fast. I hope they don't do like a quick aging bullshit in this series. We as fans out here are liking baby Grogu as a child, as an innocent little creature. In a future series or a future trilogy or something like that, maybe aged up, maybe accelerated, whatever. But in this Mandalorian season, I feel it will ruin the show if they age accelerate the child early. It'll kill that whole dynamic of Mando being its kind of father figure and little riding companion in the ship and that kind of thing. So, I really hope they don't go that route with it. But we'll see. I am really looking forward to this show. I know I sound like every other YouTuber or whatnot out there, or anybody else out there for that matter that's enjoying the show, but I really enjoy this show. I've always been a fan of the old spaghetti westerns. I've always been a fan of that kind of hero riding off into the sunset stories, and I'll go into that in the future videos too. So I really have plans for this channel to go more in depth on character development because that's something I'm huge into as a writer myself. That's something I'm huge into. Mando really fits a character arc story mode that I'm really all about. So anyway, I really enjoyed this episode, and I'm looking for the next 2 episodes. This season 2 is closing off really swell. I know this is a weird van edition again of me talking about the Mandalorian. I'm gonna take a little time to edit this one with some little pictures to add in, things like that, on account that I'm kind of having fun playing with the InShot program or app. Is what I use to edit my videos. So I'm kind of doing that, and it's just getting me back in the groove of video editing and all that. I haven't done that in 15 years or so. Since I was in like high school, I have not really been too big on doing too many video editing. I do a lot of filming, but my partner always did the video editing. So I'm learning again. As a graphic designer, I'm learning again, and I'm a little bit behind on the current tech, and that's why I got the latest phone now recording me. I don't know how it's turning out. Hopefully, if I get a little dongle, I can get a microphone for this one to work, because my last phone just would not work with a microphone. I tried different things and it just didn't work. So anyway, before I go on that tangent, thank you for watching. Smash that subscribe button. Make some comments below, please, as it's you guys keep me busy, especially when I'm in, say, like a hospital. Thanks for watching.